Hey, what's going on everyone? In this quick video, I'm going to show you several different methods on how you can clean your iPhone storage so you can free up a ton more space on your iPhone device. So to kick off straight into this video, the first method that I recommend you to try is to go into your settings. Now, once you're in here, you want to go down to General, and then you want to go down to iPhone Storage. So once you're in here, you see all the different categories of apps that are currently using data and storage on your mobile device. So this kind of gives you a bird's eye perspective of what apps are using the most amount of storage. And this will allow you to go ahead and delete certain apps or optimize certain apps as well. If we scroll down a bit, we also see some recommendations from Apple as well, and their top one is to actually go ahead and enable iCloud Photos. So this will go ahead and upload all of your photos to the cloud, so it won't take up any storage on your iPhone device. The only downside to this is that iCloud Photos is a paid service, so you will actually have to fork out some money for this. However, I do find it's much better to sign up for Google Photos, as this is actually a completely free service, and there's also unlimited storage as well. So if you're looking for a better alternative to iCloud Photos, then I do highly recommend checking out Google Photos, and this will save you a ton of storage. And if I just scroll down a bit further, we can also go ahead and auto delete old conversations that are over 1 year old. So if I go ahead and make this optimization, I will be saving myself 1 GB of storage on my iPhone as well. And if I scroll down, the next biggest app that is taking up storage on my iPhone is podcasts. And I can actually go ahead and delete these podcasts from my iPhone, as I've already gone ahead and listened to these. And if I do want to re-listen, I can just come back and go ahead and download them at a later date. So I can go ahead and just slide to the left and delete certain podcast episodes that I've already gone ahead and listened to. And I can just go ahead and repeat this process all the way down as well. And another really awesome option on how to optimize the storage for particular apps is to actually go ahead and select the offload app. So what this does is it actually removes all of the storage that the app is using, but what it will do is actually save the settings. So this means you can come back at a later date and kind of reuse the app and pretty much take off where you left off and start re-downloading podcasts, music, and pretty much anything else such as gameplay if it is a gaming app as well. So I'm just going to go back, and if I keep scrolling down, I see all of these other apps that are taking up a lot of storage, and I can just go ahead and delete any of these ones that I'm not using. And as a good rule of thumb, I actually go ahead and delete apps that I haven't used in around 1 to 2 months, as if I haven't used it in that time frame, it's very unlikely that I'll be using it in the future as well. So you do want to be pretty cutthroat and delete any of the apps that you are not currently using. Okay guys, so really another awesome way on how to clean up the storage on your iPhone device is to actually go ahead and upgrade to the latest iOS version. So this definitely does sound a bit counterintuitive, as you actually may not even have the storage on your iPhone to make the upgrade. However, if you do, I really do recommend you to upgrade to the latest version of the iOS, which is iOS 13. And one of the major advantages to upgrading to this particular iOS is that it actually minimizes the apps by around 50%. So if you go ahead and upgrade, pretty much all of the apps on my iPhone will now be compressed, and this will instantly save me a ton of storage on my iPhone device. So you can go into settings, go down to general, and go to software update. You can just go ahead and download and install, and this will bring you up to the most recent version of the iOS. And as an added advantage, if you go ahead and download any new apps onto your iPhone, all of the new apps have also been optimized for taking up less storage as well. Okay guys, so another really awesome step that I recommend you to clean up the storage on your iPhone is to actually go down to the Messages app within the settings. Now once you're in here, you just want to scroll down and you want to go to message history, and if I tap into here, I think by default it's actually set to forever, so all the messages that I sent and received from years ago are actually stored on my iPhone device. However, if you're not using those conversations anymore, you can actually simply go ahead and select the certain time period, and after a certain amount of time it will actually go ahead and delete those conversations and messages as well. So this is actually a really awesome way on how to automatically make more storage for yourself within the background without even having to think about it. Okay guys, so the last method on my list is one I briefly touched on earlier before, and this is actually to go ahead and download Google Photos onto your iPhone or iPad device. And what this does is it takes all of the photos from your phone and it uploads them onto the cloud. So instead of viewing your photos in the Apple Photo app, you'll now view them in the Google Photos. So whenever you view a photo, you'll be viewing it from the cloud and actually not the storage on your iPhone. So this is really awesome on freeing up more space. However, there is one major downside to choosing this option, and that is when you do upload photos to Google Photos, it actually severely compresses the images. So you actually will lose a bit of quality, and the quality loss is only really when you zoom into a photo. If you just have your photo as a screensaver or share it on Facebook, you won't notice any quality loss. But if you are looking to blow up the photo or maybe print it at a later date, then this is one thing to be aware of as well. And also, if you do have a ton of photos, this will take quite a lot of time to actually upload the photos to the cloud. As an example, I've got 20 gigabytes, so with my internet speeds, that would take me around 2 days, I reckon. So you do want to be on a Wi-Fi network when you do this as well. So there you have it, guys. There's a couple of simple tips and tricks on how to clean up the storage on your iPhone device. If you've come up with your own tips or tricks, please share them down below in the comment section, as you'll be helping many other iPhone users out there. So as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.